This week on Turd Talks, my favorite shows aren't. We're not going to see the next season until 2025.
So long.
Some of them 2027.
Oh my gosh.
So
all the movies are being pushed back, everything.
These people are going to have significantly aged by the time they film the next season. It's going to look weird.
Yeah. Jennifer Aniston, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Oh, that's another thing. We were talking nipples. Her nipples are constantly erect in that show. What if, like, that plane ended up in the wrong hands? Like Iron Man situation, and they got all like the parts. Now we know.
Now
we know how to make the American fighter jets. We will replicate this in our cave, and we will create the worst weapon the Americans have ever seen. And that's when the shirt pops off, and he's like, "Aah!" And he shows his belly. You can see he's kind of like looking down at his belly, like some ET looking aliens covered in like donut powder.
Looking like a Halloween
that they claim
decoration.
were 1,000 years old. And I was like, holy shit, is this the moment? Like, am I finally seeing an alien? You know what I found really fascinating this week?
Yeah.
Was when we were watching Friends, there was that episode that Chandler had a third nipple, or they found out that he had a third nipple.
Yeah.
And then we both realized that we knew someone for real with a third nipple, like from back in school.
Yeah, growing up.
So it's a real thing.
It is.
There's people all over the world that have 3 nipples.
Yeah. And I guess I always heard of like 3 nipples, but when you really see the third nipple, I was disappointed. It didn't really look like a nipple.
Well, the person at my school was a female.
Oh.
So I never saw her third nipple. So I don't know what it looked like, but I just heard rumors about this nipple.
Oh.
And I was always very intrigued. And I wondered where on her body is it on her back? Is it just like next to the other nipple?
I knew a guy who had it like on his stomach, and it just looked like a really big, weird mole.
Like center stomach?
Upper.
Just somewhere.
Yeah, upper.
That's
abs.
But it didn't look like a nipple.
No, that's when I was like, damn it.
It was like a mashed nipple.
Yeah. It looked like, okay, it wasn't supposed to be there. It wasn't supposed to be a nipple.
It's funny that of all the body parts, the nipple's the one that seems to like, you just randomly get a third one. Like, I don't think a lot of people's randomly have like a second dick.
No. Or like when
or an
people...
extra finger. I know that is a thing though, extra fingers.
Yeah, but...
Or not, or missing a finger.
Yeah. Have you seen people born with tails before?
I have not seen a tail. You've seen a tail?
Yes. Because I loved the Guinness World
I thought
record,
you meant like somebody you knew.
No. But
okay.
It's highly documented that people sometimes are born with tails, but they're like, it's a bunch of long skin, but
it's just a little nubby.
It's like long. It's
like
like over 6
legit
inches of just
they,
like skin.
Can they wag it?
No. There's no... I don't know. The body is an amazingly weird thing.
Well, it would be, again, just hypothetical. What if you not only had the third nipple, but you had a third titty?
That I've seen in a movie before.
Mm-hmm.
Total Recall.
Mm-hmm. Also in Kung Pao, she has one giant titty in the middle.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Total Recall, she had a perfect, like, third beautiful tit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, oh, wow.
It was
look
hot.
How sexy she is.
She has 3 titties.
Yeah, because that's the future. Yeah,
I heard someone talking recently on a podcast about side boob.
Oh, yeah.
And how, like, cleavage just kind of became, like, yeah, we've seen it. Like, it's not that exciting. And then they started doing the cut with the side boob, and it was like a whole other cleavage that we didn't even know about.
Yes.
Men went crazy for the side titty.
They did.
I mean...
That was probably like 10 years or less ago. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was all the craze.
It was.
I was into it.
That's so funny.
I love a little side boobie.
I do too, honestly. I mean.
Because it's, it's like I said, it's like a second cleavage. It's not that revealing.
No.
It's just a little, you just like leaves still enough to the imagination that you're like, oh, I got like just enough of the titty.
If you got enough of the shapely curve in your tit, like I would be showing off that side boob every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would too. I'd be showing off my side dick.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
That's going to be the next thing. Pants that show a little bit of the dick.
Yeah, just tiny.
Somehow.
Little see-through for the ween. I think it's like, I don't know, how we wear like fishnet and things like that. Maybe it'll just be like the top.
You'll see side ball.
That'd be hilarious.
So like the netting's on the side and then the bananas.
Covered.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's too explicit.
No, you can't.
You know how they're showing like
Ball
the top
cleavage.
of the
It's ball cleavage.
They show top of the vajay now in bathing suits and
It's
stuff.
the hairy crack between your balls and your leg. That's ball cleavage.
We can make
It's
it
a crack.
super sexy for men to show.
Anything with a fold or a crack could be considered cleavage.
So if we get Timothy Chalamet to start doing it, everyone will do it.
Yeah. So moving on from nipples, as we know, it's been not only the dark ages of Hollywood, but we're in this, what people are calling a silent depression. So not only are we all completely broke, but we have no entertainment.
Yeah.
And a lot of our favorite shows, my favorite shows, we're not going to see the next season until 2025.
So long.
Some of them 2027.
Oh my gosh.
So
all the movies are being pushed back, everything.
These people are going to have significantly aged by the time they film the next season. It's going to look weird.
Dude, that's so true. I never thought about that one time, especially the younger actors. I mean, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're going to look completely different.
You're so right about that.
I saw a thing, Zoe Saldana. Mm-hmm. I said that like a Canadian. Zoe Saldana, whatever. By the time they come out with her next season, she's going to be over 50. And when they started with Avatar, she was like really young.
That is so funny.
Yeah, it was Avatar.
That's really, really interesting. And I'm thinking of shows like Euphoria and stuff where the actors are like still in their early 20s. So like you change so much drastically over 2 years, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, that's going to be really nuts.
Yeah.
People will have had babies and stuff in between filming and like it's really crazy.
Yep. I mean, people could die and then they have to replace the characters.
Oh God.
That's happened before, like on Spartacus and
Yeah. A lot of things.
you never know.
Recently.
It's a crazy world. You don't know what's going to happen out there.
No, never anymore, honestly.
You can get COVID and then get hit by a bus the next day. And then an alien comes out and sucks your brain out.
And that's what kills you. Yeah.
And then a laser shoots down and you didn't put a blue tarp on your house and it fucking explodes. And then you're dead.
And everyone will laugh at you for it.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll videotape it and put it all over
They'll
TikTok.
put it all over TikTok and they'll laugh their asses off.
Oh, God. Lord, let me die somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I swear.
That's like your biggest fear.
It is.
To die in a humiliating sort of way.
Yeah, I do not want my death to be like a viral thing that everyone discusses and dissects and be like, wow, she was stupid and why did she go swimming with that shark and blah, whatever it is. You know what I mean?
This tea is delicious.
What are you drinking?
It's just like a regular breakfast tea. English breakfast tea.
I think it's the Twinings brand. I think that's what it is. I don't know.
Is it Twinings or Twinnings? Again, we're right back to the fucking Saldana situation. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Tomato. All right, so we got nothing to watch. As I'm sure all of you, there's nothing out there to watch.
Nothing.
We were watching Friday Night Lights as a desperate attempt, and now we've moved on to Friends.
Yes.
Classic, great show from the 90s, sitcom from the 90s.
Yeah. And I'd like never really seen it, so.
Which is incredible in its own right.
Yeah.
Because who the fuck hasn't seen Friends, especially growing up in the 90s?
Well, my mom was like, you will never watch. She would watch, like, she would screen my Boy Meets World episodes. And she'd be like, this episode you can't watch again and stuff. Like, whenever they'd bang or something.
Friends was too adult for you?
I mean, if she's screening Disney Channel shows.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm not in a good place.
Well, you're finally old enough to watch Friends.
Yeah. I turned 30 and I watched Friends.
But we've been enjoying Friends. But
I love it.
You know, when you go back and you watch something many years later, you know, the times have changed. Things have changed.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
styles changed. But one thing I think we both have noticed is there's a lot of fat jokes. Like
It's
almost
like-
every episode.
No, like for sure, every episode, it's kind of bizarre. Like it was like the only joke they could make sometimes
Yeah.
was like,
There's like one or two Jewish jokes in there, but then the rest are just
I know.
going after fat people. So
Yeah.
it just goes to show in the 90s, it was rough. It was rough being
Ruthless.
a lady in the 90s.
Yeah, it really was, which then it made the 2000s even worse. Like it was crazy, the
And then
early 2000s.
They had an episode where it was like a flashback to Monica in high school, and they're like, "Oh, it's Fat Monica," and she wasn't
know.
even fat.
I know, that's always the weirdest
They just
thing.
put on like a little like chin,
right,
fake chin.
By today's standard, you know, she
Yeah.
would be like very attractive, but it was like at least her size and things like that. I know they tried to make her like ugly, her face, whatever, but it's just really weird, isn't it? Like,
It is weird. It is. Like, it's every fucking episode. Sometimes several fat jokes per episode.
I know it really, and it's like against multiple characters. Like it's not just a Monica thing. Like it's like anybody. They're like shots fired because you're fat.
And not just fat, but ugly. They use the word ugly a lot.
Yes,
Like the ugly guy across the ugly naked guy.
ugly naked guy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. I mean, well, because you have Joey the model, and they're trying to be actors, and
I
like
mean, the whole cast is they're attractive
extremely
people.
attractive people. Yeah. Jennifer Aniston, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Oh, that's another thing. We were talking nipples. Her
Nipples.
nipples are constantly erect in that show. She has some hard nips.
And I was telling him that it was because back then the push-up bra really wasn't invented. Having this super padded bra like was
didn't know.
not a thing. Like,
I didn't know about this.
yeah, Victoria's Secret came in a couple years later and was like, okay, no, let's revamp.
Let's cover that.
Titties.
Let's make titties look super rounded.
And I think itty bitty titty committee like should be way more proud. I think they're super hot and like
Yeah.
I hate the hate.
What do you think
For
about
small tits.
nipples though? About rocking your nips?
I think, it's a fashion statement. So I'm kind of like, go for it. If it's, to me, it's very European. Like, I'm like, ooh, that's like kind of classy.
And if a dude's wearing a t-shirt,
I mean,
you're going to see nips. I mean, I have tiny nipples, so you're not going to see mine through it. Even on a very cold day, you're
Yeah.
not going to see my nipples, but most people, I mean, here you go.
free the nip. Yeah, exactly.
Very hairy, but yeah, that's not going to get pointy. Not enough to pierce through a shirt.
It's hard for me to comment on. I think if we're already showing everything else, like who gives a
We're
fuck?
showing side boob.
Yeah, we're showing the top of the vajay. We're showing the sides of the vajay.
Oh yeah, the top of the vajay.
With the bathing suits now, like it's like here is the fabric. You know what I mean? And I think,
So wait. Here's the vagina. Here's the vagine.
yeah. And here's the fabric.
It's just enough to cover the lips, and then
Yeah.
where your pubic hair would be.
Apparently now is
Is
like just skin
there.
it. That's
It's
my
there.
stomach.
I don't have pubes.
It's my stomach.
I never had the pubes.
I just, yeah, I don't know how people's
I was
vaginas
born with
get
no
small.
pubes.
Bless you if that little fabric can,
Cover your puss.
yeah, wow,
Yeah.
not much room for activities and stuff at the beach.
No. What else? I had more about Friends. Oh, the song. Do you think you could sing the Friends song? We're into like 2 seasons. This is like one of the things you cannot ever get the lyrics right. And I just think it's so fucking funny.
I think I would definitely fail, like, majorly.
Do you want to try it?
We can try.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you remember how it starts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Someone had told you life was gonna be this way. It doesn't matter if you're black, you're straight or gay. It's always coming to this hemisphere. It's not even your day, your month, your week, or even your year, but I'll be there for you. And the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you. And you don't want to be poor. I'll be there for you. And you know your grandma's gonna snore too. Well, that's embarrassing because for some reason, like the Jesus Loves Me song started like coming in my head. That's where I went with that bizarre burst there, and I apologize.
You got none of that right.
Really?
Yeah.
None?
Maybe the first like little. No, not even the first bit. You got
What
all.
was the first line of it?
So no one told you life was gonna be this way.
I got that.
Sort of.
And then.
Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love's life's DOA.
Oh, that's right. We discussed one time. Dead on arrival.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you're always stuck in second gear.
Oh, not hemisphere.
When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year.
I might have gotten that one.
I'll be there for you.
Okay.
When the wind starts to blow, I'll be there for you. 'Cause you're there for me too. Something like, I mean.
And it is probably one of the most famous TV like songs of all time.
We've heard it a lot lately. So that's what pot does to your brain.
Yeah.
Oh, so back to the Hollywood thing real quick. Bill Maher and Drew Barrymore got in a lot of trouble because they were going to like cross the picket line.
Oh boy.
And they were going to continue their shows amidst the writer's strike that's been going on for over 5 months.
Right.
And then they both were like, okay, big mistake. We apologize. Drew Barrymore,
Take it back.
she did a video where she was crying her ass off, apologizing. Then she took the video down.
Yeah.
More apologizing. But yeah, it didn't look good. It's a bad look for both of them.
Do better.
Scab.
Don't cross the picket line, you pieces of shit. Yeah. Repay what you
and
fuck.
I was just saying last week, I was like, yeah, I like to, occasionally like get my news. I'll watch Bill Maher, and then immediately after this happened. Also, 2 episodes ago, we were singing Steve Harwell's praises from Smash Mouth. We were like, yeah, he's great. If you're from a 90s kid, like Steve Harwell was the shit.
He's the best.
We did that little song at the end of the episode.
My childhood equals Steve Harwell.
Come to find out that a couple years ago, in 2021, he had like a meltdown on stage.
Yeah.
Told people he was like actually pointing out people in the crowd, being like, I'm going to fucking kill you. And then he did I'm not going to do it. He did a Hitler salute.
Okay.
So all that stuff we said last week about Steve Harwell, I take it back. Rotten hell, you piece of shit. Fuck you, Steve Harwell.
Fuck you.
And I don't care if he was mentally ill. I don't care if he was on drugs or whatever excuse they made. I don't really give a shit. If you Hitler salute a crowd, you're dead to me. Get the fuck out of here.
There is literally, I wish someone would have thrown something at him in that moment.
Yeah.
It's so annoying that people.
If I were there,
Yeah.
I would
Throwing
taking
your
my
shoe at him.
Yep.
Yep. Thank you.
Anything I had on me.
Yeah, I'm pissed about that. That makes me sad.
It's another, and then that brings us to Danny Masterson from That 70s Show.
Yikes.
And the British guy,
Russell
Brand. Yikes.
Yeah. When I looked more into the Danny Masterson thing, it was way weirder than I thought it would be because,
How so?
with these situations, you usually assume like it was something recent and like, just
This was from over 10 years ago, right?
20 years
20
ago,
years.
in the year 2003. And what's the reason why it took...
They hide this shit well.
Yeah, because when was that 70s show happening?
In the 90s.
Yeah, early 2000s probably too, right?
I'll look.
Yeah, look it up for me. So they said that this happened because Danny Masterson's is a major like Mormon, which I didn't know. And this happened.
Is he a Scientologist?
No, yeah, Scientology. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I've been watching other shows about Mormons recently. I'm getting all confused.
Fucking Scientologist.
So he's a Scientologist, and 2 women within the Scientology church, you know, claim this rape happened. And it's very famously known that in most churches, and especially in the Church of Scientology, sexual assault is covered up. And these women were threatened, like, hey, you're not going to go to the 7th realm of heaven if you come out with this stuff, and yada, yada. And they covered up. But eventually, finally, enough people found out, and they were able to bring it to court. It took 20 years.
Wow.
And he definitely did it. So it's just,
damn.
This Church of Scientology has a lot of money and resources, and they're able to really keep things under wrap.
Imagine the shit they covered up for Tom Cruise.
Bro, exactly. I really recommend the show with Leah Remini. It explains everything in high detail with people from like high up in the church. It's really great stuff.
If you want to know about Scientology and how sick those fuckers are, watch the Leah Remini documentary.
But yeah, he's crazy. And then it got Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher in deep shit.
Ashton Kutcher was the president of some organization for battered women or something, and he had to resign.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Something
I didn't know
like
that
that.
ran that deep.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I don't
bro.
understand why the hell they would ever come out with the statements in support for him.
I can only think of the weirdest reasons that they would do that. I'm so shocked. Like,
even if he begged me, if I was his buddy and I was on that 70s show with him and he was like, dude, I need you to go out there and like, you know, say some good stuff about me, I'd be like, nah, bro, nah.
Yeah, I mean, to
Sorry.
me, it just says they didn't believe that he was a rapist. Like, they were like, no, he was a nice guy, couldn't have done it. But like,
and another apology. Go on the Hollywood apology tour. Who else is gonna fucking apologize next? Let's get another goddamn apology and another apology.
I read something really funny too that was like, these apologies are sucking without the writers. And it's so true.
Yeah.
Like, they need some help again.
Drew Barrymore's was crap.
Yeah.
She deleted it because she knew how shitty it was.
Dear Lord.
She's like, I cannot keep this up there. Her PR people were like,
Russell Brand was like, he just like had all these like weird hand motions going on the whole time.
So what happened with Russell Brand? What was his charge? What? Oh yeah, by the way, that 70s show was on 98 to 06.
Wow, so deep in the middle of his fame that those rapes happen. So probably way more happened than just that.
Can I just say real quick?
Yeah.
I know we've talked about this before, but there are levels to this shit. And I think we see these tabloids and these things pop up and we like to lump them all together.
Yeah.
As like, this guy's a piece of shit and this guy's a piece of shit. Oh, they're all shitty. Like Cosby, whatever, Danny Masterson. And there are levels to these things. And I think we need to remember, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But what are you saying in regards to Danny Masterson?
I'm saying he needs to go the fuck away.
Oh, yeah.
He needs to be put behind bars. He's not going to be out in 30 years.
Yeah.
And that's what he deserves. But what I'm saying is there are people like, for instance, which is an example, redheaded comedian that pulled his weenie out and masturbated in front of women. Louis C.K. It was fucked up what he did. But he didn't rape anybody. He asked if he could pull his weenie out, like, you know what I mean? And he gets lumped in as like, you're canceled, you're done, finished.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp, his career from the Amber Heard thing, allegations and the pooping in the bed and all that, he was like taken out of the Harry Potter movies, the Fantastic Beasts movies. But Ezra Miller, who punched a lady in the face, is when you go on HBO right now, and you see the ad for the new Batman, it's Ezra Miller.
And Flash is like right up there. And the
Flash and
I get what you're saying.
So there's levels to these things, and I think we need to try and remember that, like, yes, people have done some really fucked up shit. You don't pull your weenie out and masturbate in front of people. And,
Like, that's gross.
You don't do that. But he apologized, and it's not Danny Masterson shit. It's not Bill Cosby shit.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Also, Aziz Ansari, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's the only thing I can pop in my head right now.
Yeah.
But
I get what you're saying, 100%.
there are like sick fucks that we need to cancel, and then there are people that are like, they need a slap on the wrist and an apology, and then
maybe they can hide in the shadows for a bit, and then, yeah, we'll give them a second chance one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think I am with you 100%, but I just think with
how many athletes have we given like a pass of just like beating the shit out of people?
Oh, bro, I have the biggest issue with the NFL for that shit. Don't even get me started. It's insane. Like,
but Kaepernick will take a knee, and you're like, you're fucking out of here. You know what I mean?
so
Like, it's
silly.
just like we need to
figure this out.
Yes, we're outraged, but there's
Yeah.
levels to outrage.
Yeah,
Can't just, you know what I mean, clump it all into the same.
for sure.
Anyway, that was really, I don't know where the fuck I was going with that.
Babes is a rape apologist. I'm just kidding.
That is not what I was saying.
I was just kidding. I'm roasting you.
Not even close.
Not even close. I was just roasting. I'm sorry. He's not. I'm really serious. I actually very much agree with there being a level of forgiveness for people in this world. And I think there needs to be a lot more grace and compassion, and like, not just like, you're dead to me, you're a piece of shit, you're fired for
and not
life.
just rapey stuff, all
across the
cancel
round.
Culture in general,
All
because we're
across
so
the round.
quick to cancel the shit out of people for a multitude of reasons.
Yeah.
And then other things that are happening where I'm like, that guy should be fucking canceled. But
And it's not even happening.
They get a free pass. It
'cause
gets swept under the rug. Steve Harwell does a Nazi salute, and they swept.
Nobody cares.
I didn't even hear about it.
Yeah.
They swept that one right under the rug.
We care about some dumb shit.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Dog, I'm with you. I'm sorry.
I'm not trying to make excuses for sickos.
No, I just had to pull your leg for a second. I'm
you.
sorry.
It's okay. You can pull my dick all you want.
Yeah, I will. And I have been for a long time.
That's true. Another thing that I found out this week is DeSantis has been fucking around again. Another thing they tried to sweep under the rug.
What is he up to?
He made a law that essentially bans recreational marijuana in the state of Florida, which for me is a big fucking no-no.
Yeah.
I've been fighting for weed in Florida forever.
Yeah.
It's way past time
Yeah.
that we catch up to these other states. Even medically, like, we're behind.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
You were saying the website and stuff is just like...
Archaic.
Yeah.
90s. It reminds me of like the first portal website I had for like my middle school. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're talking 2005 internet. So shocking.
So he not only did he snuck in that law that bans rec weed, but it also makes it harder for people that are in the field to get those jobs.
I read this. Yes. And yeah.
Really pissed me off.
Dude, me too. And because you know what he claimed?
Sorry, go ahead.
He was saying, he was like, you know, there's more illegal instances of weed happening in Colorado than ever, which is actually like completely false. The Colorado police said that they're finding less and less weed in the black market and like all these issues. And then
you don't even just have to look at Colorado. Look at any other state that's
right.
It's vastly. They make shit tons of money.
Right.
Crime rates are down.
Definitely.
Black market weed is down.
Yeah, he's claiming things that just aren't true. They've collected the data and it's just not there. So that just takes me off that you're just saying bullshit. But
that's what they do. They just bullshit. They spout more bullshit.
Yeah. We the people, though, still have a chance at getting recreational marijuana this year on the ballot in Florida.
But just know that if you're a weed smoker in the state of Florida, fucking DeSantis is trying to take that shit away.
Yeah.
He's trying to make it more difficult for you. He's trying to put more restrictions on weed and how much weed you can get and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And it's bullshit.
Yeah. 100%.
I know. You're with me there.
I am.
That's one that we are forever united. Another weird thing going on with the government is the Senate is now allowing, like, it's pretty much fucking casual Friday in the Senate. They're wearing shorts, T-shirts, and sweaters, and they're allowing this as if our country wasn't enough of a fucking joke already.
I know.
Now our Senate, they're going to be dressed like me.
Yeah. It's not fair because then the rest of us have to still go to work and wear these fancy, annoying, uncomfortable clothes, and then the people, the higher ups, are just chilling.
What kind of fucking example does that set?
Not a good one.
I'm so against this casual Friday. It's not casual Friday. They just like did away with the dress code for the U.S. Senate.
They're going to be like debating our lives.
They're
wearing khaki shorts.
They're changing way too many rules. Oh, yeah. They're going to be in flip-flops, khakis.
Yeah.
Backwards hat.
Versace, like,
chilling.
slip-on sandals.
Yep. Pelosi's going to just be chilling out. Like big-ass sunglasses.
Yeah. Pretty ridiculous, honestly. It's embarrassing.
What's the world gotten to for people like me?
Exactly.
And people like you.
It applies to every situation.
It does.
Song of the year, man of the year, Time magazine. That fucking redhead.
It just rubs me the wrong way. And like you said, our whole lives we were always. I went to a private high school and I had to wear my uniform. I couldn't wear my long hair down. I was having my hair back.
Yeah.
That's just at school. I'm a teenager at school. These are our people that fucking run our country.
Bro, I worked at Longhorn Steakhouse and I had more of a uniform than them. That's ridiculous.
Thank you. The steakhouse has more of a dress code than the U.S. Senate.
Got paid $5 an hour. And I'm required to wear more fancy clothes.
I will say, though, I want to kind of see what some of these fuckers show up wearing. Like, imagine Mitch McConnell showing up in his casual, like.
Oh, God. We're going to see some atrocious things. Like Tommy Bahama style, do you think? Will anybody be like Margaritaville? It's like kind of what I'm thinking of. Like,
yeah, a lot of Tommy Bahama Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah.
Jean shorts. Sandals with
New
socks.
Balance tennis shoes.
Yeah. It'd be kind of funny.
I wonder if they'll have like football jersey
don't
days.
Don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Not funny enough to
Spirit
actually
days.
do it. Oh, yeah. They also lost a fighter jet.
Oh, yeah, casually.
I'm sure everyone's heard about this story,
yeah.
but it's just bizarre to me that that's even something that's possible. And then we just kind of moved right past that as well.
Yeah. Someone said, wow, that stealth mode really worked.
Flew right over us. We had no fucking clue.
Holy
Couldn't find
shit.
it.
Yeah, it's worth like between $80 and $100 million, this jet that they couldn't find for like almost 18 hours or something.
Yeah, they don't have a system for that. So fucking crazy.
It broke. It was like, I don't understand.
Transponder box or what, the
was
black
broken.
box thing. Of course it was broken.
Yeah. And then they sent it out, and I guess the I'm so out of it. Sorry. The flyer man, what is this called?
The
Pilot had to be ejected from the plane, and then they were like, I don't know where the plane went. But finally they found it in a burning forest.
Yeah, they saw a little fire. Like, that's interesting. Go check that out. Oh, there's the fucking plane. There it is. We got it. It's all good. We found it.
Oh, man.
What if, like, that plane ended up in the wrong hands? Like Iron Man situation, and they got all like the parts. And now we know.
Now we know
how to make the American fighter jets. We will replicate this in our cave, and we will create the worst weapon the Americans have ever seen.
That would be incredible. I love it.
Like Iron Man.
Or if just like a bunch of like people on drugs found it.
They made the Iron Man suit out of the parts from the plane.
Ooh, we the people. Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. We're like Transformers.
Lucky I didn't find that shit. I would have turned it into a
suit.
Dude,
you would. You're able to. You're smart. You have all the capability.
And that's not true at all. But I would have made a suit that I could wear on Halloween. It wouldn't function. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be pretty fun.
Last week, we're ripping through these today because there's so much shit.
We just have a lot to talk about.
Last week, we talked about the aliens, or 2 weeks ago, rather. We talked about the aliens, and I was like, show me the aliens. Show me the aliens. I want to see them. I'm sick of all these little videos of Tic Tacs flying around. And sure enough, Mexican government comes out within that week, and they show us some aliens.
Right.
Some ET-looking aliens covered in, like, donut powder.
Looking like a Halloween
that they claim were
decoration.
1,000 years old. And I was like, holy shit, is this the moment? Like, am I finally seeing an alien? No, turns out that wasn't true.
Yeah,
they fucked with me again.
So annoying, bro.
Which makes me think even more that it's just not real.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that it is real.
No.
Well,
maybe it is real.
Maybe they're trying to fuck with us like more.
Yep.
You know?
Maybe all that was 100% true.
It's like reverse psychology or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something like that. It's very weird for sure.
It's either they're 100% real or they're 100% not.
Yeah, there's no in between.
No.
There's no in between.
It's either we're all full of shit or none of us are full of shit.
And I got to bring this up if I can.
Please.
The moon landing. I've been giving it a lot of thought since Caleb's cousin Wendy brought this up to my attention.
Mm-hmm.
And I really am thinking, like, with aliens and stuff and all that, it must be real, or I don't know, or we just don't know, because I really don't believe that they were able to live stream a moon landing in 1960, what was it, 4 or something?
69.
69. And
we
then,
went to the moon in 1969.
Oh, okay. I missed that song. Dang. 69. But then, like, they can't live stream Love is Blind, like, correctly.
There's some radiation belt that would have made it impossible for them to send or live send. That it's not possible.
Yeah.
So whatever they were seeing on the TV, must have been pre-recorded.
Yeah. I read that.
I don't know.
I read that Kennedy just really knew how important it was for the rest of the world to believe that we had won the race. So I don't know.
I still have not decided on this one. I need to do more research.
It really freaks me out.
I didn't know we were going to talk about the moon today.
I apologize for bringing it up.
It's okay, but I really want to like do a
Next
deep
time.
dive. I want to watch all the documentaries with astronauts,
Aliens,
because I've seen
moons, astronauts.
So that'll be not next week, but the week after that. We're going to go straight into the moon landing.
Thank you.
Conspiracy.
Sorry, I just
It's okay.
had to go there.
Aliens, moon landing, it's all connected.
It's weird.
Or are they just fucking with us?
That's what I want to know.
Vegas was shut down by cyber attacks over the last couple weeks. I don't know how or why, but I just have seen a lot of TikToks and reels of people like the machines are all just dead in the casino, and it's like a wasteland.
It was.
My parents are going to Vegas in like a couple weeks.
Uh-oh. It was a bunch of Gen Z kids.
Was it?
Yeah. And they said it's like the next level of hacking. Homeland Security and stuff said these kids were like out of this world, really smart at what they were doing, because they were able to impersonate employees that like worked at these casinos, and they would call and say, oh, I forgot my login information. Can you help me get it? And so then they were able to hack even better, quicker, faster. And they did like multiple casinos.
Was there like a ransom? Did they?
No, it was just purely to like fuck with people. I think. I don't even think they were stealing much money. It was.
I know that I forget the math, but the money that they make in just one casino, like on the casino floor per day, it's astronomical amounts of money.
Yeah.
And they were losing every day, just crazy.
Yeah, money. It's incredible. And these kids were just like, and we've seen a few instances now of Gen Z hackers just wanting to kind of like fuck with the man. Do you know what I mean? And just
they can because they're bored.
Yeah, and they're really good at it.
Scary.
Yeah.
Those Gen Z fuckers are scary.
They really
I'm
are.
over here like I can't even fucking use my phone. I'm like, what the hell? How do you turn this off?
I know. It's so
Remember that magic button you just showed me?
Oh, yeah, that
my
like turned your service off of your phone.
Yeah.
The green service button on the iPhone.
That's where I'm at. I can't even fucking turn my phone on.
We didn't even know we could call with Wi-Fi for a year when we were living in a home with no phone service.
That still doesn't work for me.
Well, that's just
Even
weird.
with Wi-Fi calling turned on, it still is shit.
But at least we found out about it.
I know about it now.
Yeah. That was an embarrassing moment for me.
Yeah, I had to admit. I never heard of that.
That was why I had to tell my family for a year that they couldn't call me.
I still have everybody FaceTime call me.
Yeah, it does work better for us. It's nuts.
But they're coming out with flying taxis in Ohio, like helicopter taxis.
Why in Ohio?
I have no fucking clue. That's just where. Hold on.
That's the space place. Remember, that's what Carlos taught us.
It just says flying taxis, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio is where all the astronauts are from. That's what Carlos taught us.
That's true.
Yeah, so maybe it's just like a very big aerospace engineering. I don't know.
But my point is, I can't even fucking get on Wi-Fi. But in Ohio, they have drone taxis that are going to come pick me up and take me. Like, what the fuck? Technology is moving too fast. If you are somebody that works in technology, stop. Stop what you're doing. Just stop. We need to fix all the shit that doesn't work first.
Will you please?
Before we move on with all this crazy new shit.
I have a few requests. I want you to make Bluetooth work consistently all the time. I want you to make printers work consistently all the time. I want you to make wireless mouses connect consistently, and I want you to make them work all the fucking time. And
Bluetooth is bullshit.
Yeah, honestly, like, what a joke. There's so many things that I'm just like, this has been around for too long.
These are the most basic of things that we need all the time. For me, I mean, we have our little studio out here, and then the house. It's in the garage, which is detached from the house. So there's two Wi-Fis.
Yes.
If I go from one to the other, my phone won't switch over. Even though it's next to, I'm literally in the same room with the new box that has the strongest of signals. Clearly, it's got fucking 3 wavies.
You have to manually, like, yeah.
But we got flying taxis.
Thanks, Elon.
Dick.
I know. It's really annoying.
Did you hear Elon had a third kid?
Yes.
Secret had a third child. Kid? Yeah, he named him something really fucking stupid.
These poor kids.
I know. The other one.
Honestly.
The other ones already have stupid. Oh, it's Techno Mechanicus. Sounds like a fucking...
like a movie. I don't know.
Transformer, yeah.
Yeah. They thought of Ex Machina or whatever.
Techno Mechanicus.
Yeah. Dude, like, how bizarre, you know?
Everybody, welcome to the class. He's new here. Techno Mechanicus.
He's fucked.
I hope so. He deserves it. That fucking name.
That was funny.
We got to weigh in on this Barstool thing that happened this week because you know I love golf, and there's a lot of controversy in golf right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit going on in golf this week.
Let's go.
So I'm putting on my golf hat. So there was a tournament they call it the Writers Cup. Not writers.
Yeah.
The writers.
Yeah.
And it's for the writers at Barstool.
Right.
And it was Dave Portnoy's team, El Prez, versus this other fucking...
Big Cats.
The Big Cats, yeah. And so this is what happened. I don't know the guy's name. Doesn't matter. But they're in a scramble when you're playing golf. There's 2 teams of 2.
Yes.
You both hit a drive off the tee, and then you pick the better shot.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
So, and you do that until you get on the green, right down to the last putt. So, in this situation, they were on the green in 3, putting for par, for 4, on a par 4.
Yes.
The first guy took his putt, and this is on Dave Portnoy's team.
Okay.
Took his putt, he missed it, and then the other guys were like, all right, yeah, that's a gimme. And he put
it in.
Yeah, put the ball in the hole.
Uh-huh.
And then the other guy was going to go.
Yeah.
And they were like, no. The ball went in the hole. Your turn is over. In a scramble, that's it. And Dave Portnoy was like, are you Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
That's not. And they started getting into it.
Yeah.
The guy was calling him stupid.
Yeah.
And he was saying, like, I'll just end the tournament if we're going to keep cheating and shit like this. Like, we'll just finish it right now. They end up calling an actual, like, PGA player, Padraig Harrington, who said that they were actually correct that once you put the ball in the hole, turn is over. But for me, and this is just me, because I'm a regular, just weekend warrior golfer. Just like me and the boys. We play scrambles a lot. We've played a lot of tournaments. That is fucking unheard of. That is bullshit. To say that, because really what he's doing is he's putting it in the hole.
Yeah. So
that taking the pressure off of the guy next who's putting, because it's like, all right, we've secured the 5.
It's out of the way. Yeah.
It's just to speed things along, keep things moving. And I think it's a real bitch move that this guy got upset. Right or wrong, PGA rules or not rules, all of us know that that's bullshit. And that should have counted for a par for a 4, because then the second guy putted and he made the putt, and that should have been it.
Yeah.
So Padraig Harrington, fuck you. I don't give a shit what your PGA rules are, all right?
Fuck you.
This is weekend warrior shit. This is scramble. We're playing a fucking scramble, okay?
Yes.
Amateur scramble.
Yes.
That's not how it's done.
Shame.
Bad etiquette. Bad form. And I just wanted to clear that up because there's been a lot of back and forth. And I was shocked when there was another PGA guy that said, yeah, that's the way it's done. This isn't the fucking Ryder Cup. It's the Writers' Cup.
Right.
Bullshit.
Check yourself,
motherfucker. Anyway, as you can tell, I'm pretty upset.
I saw the fight on the course, and I don't blame them at all for being as upset as they were. It is complete fucking bullshit.
Well,
bullshit.
What ended up happening is the Big Cats won anyway, so I don't think it mattered. But it's a shitty way to win.
And it sets precedent.
That's right.
Or
for
whatever.
Future scrambles. That is it.
Yeah.
For future scrambles for all of us.
Yeah.
To come.
We gotta keep this in check.
If anyone tries to pull that shit on me, I will scream at them just like Dave Portnoy did.
Hit them with the golf club.
I will say, I will quit. I will cancel this tournament right now if you're going to pull that shit.
Pop you right in the shin.
Well, okay. No violence.
With my putter.
Have you ever popped yourself in the shin with a putter?
Yes, that's why I just said it. I was like, that's the most painful shit I have ever experienced. I have actually even chipped a tooth with my putter. So
you did. You were like putting it back in the bag.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Or I pulled it out something.
Yeah.
And I hit myself right in the tooth.
Putter to the ankle.
Oh,
that'll take you out. And you don't even have to hit it that hard. It's a tap right on the side ankle. You're done.
Kiss of death.
Yep. That's the golfer's kiss of death.
It is so bad. Like, I don't blame people for crying.
Grown men cry when they hit their putter on their ankle.
Oh, Jesus.
So I got the video of there was a guy this week who freaked the fuck out on a golf course.
Oh, hell yeah.
He picked up a lady's ball.
Okay.
And then the group was like, hey, give the lady her ball back.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's the video.
Yeah.
Take your gloves. This is wear your fucking. Then leave. I'm not getting a fight on a golf course. Then leave. I'm gonna stand here and you can complain. Goodbye. I'm not complaining. You're the one bitching. No, you're the one that approached me and I asked you to speak.
No.
Please don't speak to me. We're coming over here. You took her ball. Bro, you took her ball.
All right, this is when shit starts to get real.
If you need money for a golf ball,
Ooh, burn.
bitch boy. Now get the fuck off the cart. Walter.
Oh.
Here we go. You see that? That's what you look in the heaven, bitch, and you want to test God, you fucking come get it.
He's mentally ill.
I know you.
Holy shit.
We got a can.
That is awesome.
Unreal.
So many things to be said. So I guess it starts off and he's just kind of like, no, you can leave. No, no.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's trying to be all macho and shit. And then he realizes he's outnumbered.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's like a group, there's several golf carts with people that are like, what the fuck is your problem?
Yeah.
And he's out there by himself. And he's getting attacked. And then one lady starts to chip in. And then the other guy's like, I'll buy you golf balls. Like, what the fuck is your problem?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's when the shirt pops off. And he's like, and he shows his belly. You can see he's kind of like looking down at his belly. Like,
Who am I? Who am I? Is that my body? I don't even know anymore.
and he says, what did he say?
He's like,
I've been to heaven and back.
You're touching with God right now
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
It's something really insane.
He just went full fucking Hulk.
Yeah, in psycho mode.
And then the lady's like, oh, God, let's go. He's mentally ill. He's mentally ill. He's like, you think I'm mentally ill?
And they're like, yes.
I know you're mentally ill, sir. And then they just drive off. And
People are popping off like no other now. It's insane.
golf is a frustrating sport,
To begin with, exactly. Yeah.
but don't pick up somebody's ball,
No.
especially a lady's ball.
Yeah, don't do it.
Mm-mm.
Big mistake.
Big mistake, because then the men feel like they have to come and defend their lady.
Right, right.
If somebody picked up your golf ball, it's like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
I'd be so mad.
Fuming.
Yeah. Like, that is my lady's ball.
Do you want to touch God?
And at the end, he's like, you need to do some sit-ups or something like that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That is so fantastic. I love it.
Oh, so yeah, golf can make people crazy. I've been there before, but I've learned. I'm much better now. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
I don't show people my belly anymore on the course.
it's not worth it.
No, not worth it.
And like, yep.
What?
I was going to say, then you end up on TikTok. in that
They end up
viral
like-
video.
Yep.
And everyone knows now that you're an insane person.
She literally called him out.
Yeah.
Said, you are mentally ill.
Yeah. And now, like, his nieces and nephews watch that video and they're like, oh,
no.
Uncle Johnny is so fucking weird.
That's the world. That's like what you were saying earlier about like just don't die
Yeah.
or do something stupid and get it on social media. That's like I think most people's biggest fear now.
I even think of that. There's a local account here in Naples called Only in Naples or Only in 239, whatever. And like, that's my biggest fear is like doing something weird in Publix
Ending up
and then
on there.
ending up on there. Yeah.
Ooh.
Everyone from high school, like making fun of me.
Mm-hmm.
Full circle again.
But I have to admit, when shit happens, I'm the first one to be like, oh, get the phone. Weird shit's happening. Weird shit's
See?
happening.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
I don't want to be the victim of that.
We were pulling into the gate, like a gated community,
Mm-hmm.
and had one of those boxes where you type in a code and then
Yeah.
a little person comes over the speaker box. And so while we were waiting, we saw this guy climb over the fence. He must have worked there.
Oh my.
And it's like a spiked
Yeah.
big fence. He climbs over the fence, goes over to this car, is handed McDonald's, and then climbs under. He does like the James Bond Mission Impossible and got like really flat on his belly
So weird.
with the McDonald's and
Yeah.
like shimmied on his belly underneath the gate.
That's so weird.
And unfortunately, I didn't get the phone out in time, but I was like, that would have been perfect.
Right.
It's such a
Like,
weird
what
little
is happening
yeah.
here?
Like, what would you do for McDonald's?
I know. Apparently Yeah, you would have thought it was like a ruby.
I was just, as I'm watching him, like, and he wasn't like a very athletic looking dude either.
Right,
So
right.
as he's like climbing over and his shirt's like getting stuck on the thing, I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, is he trying to escape the gated community? No, just McDonald's.
Okay.
Just wanted a McDonald's lunch.
Yeah, yummy. He was hungry as fuck.
He could have waited for me to push the button in the gate to open.
He was hungry as fuck.
Yeah. He was stoned and he needed McDonald's now.
He's gonna murk somebody
Anyway,
for that McDonald's.
It's not on TikTok, but now you guys have that to take with you. A great little story, true story.
True story from Caleb.
Now let's get into some turd talks, shall we? Some real deep turd talks.
Yeah.
I want some interesting little tidbits. Oops. Some animals. The craziest of animals that were in our White House.
Tell me.
I mean, I've always heard of the president having cats and dogs.
Totally, yeah.
What's Joe Biden's dog? Champ or something?
Oh, Chief or
Chief.
Yeah, he
whatever
was the first
fuck.
one, but he had to leave. He was not a good dog.
Oh.
He was biting people. They had to send him back to the Biden's house, and then they had to get a different dog to live in the White House.
God damn it, Chief. You gotta slow it down, man.
It was a German Shepherd.
Calm down, Chief. Come on, man.
I'm sorry.
Cut it out, man. Like, dog doesn't listen to a fucking thing he
No,
says.
he was biting the shit out of
Joe Biden's
people.
so unassertive that the dog was like, shut up.
Yeah, and like Dr. Jill Biden was just like, oh, well, he's a nice
Chief,
doggy.
I thought you were a good boy, man.
Yeah.
Come on,
It's
Chief.
freaking funny.
No.
And
they had-
because
they had
people
to
were
put Chief
shitting on
down.
Trump because he didn't have any animals, but then he,
Joe Biden's a terrible dog owner. Oh, man,
Sorry.
we had to put Chief down, man.
God damn it.
He was biting everyone in the Red Wing, man.
Okay, sorry. That was good.
Okay, so aside from Chief, here's some other crazy animals.
Yeah.
I'll start with what I think is the least of crazy.
Yeah.
We'll work our way up to the crazy.
Please. Yeah.
So Martin Van Buren
Okay.
had 2 tigers, like tiger cubs,
In the White House?
in the White House.
Okay. That's weird.
Coolidge had a pet raccoon named Rebecca,
It's kind
That,
of
like,
cute.
scampered around the White House.
That's adorable.
Shitting all over the place,
I love it.
and would attend cabinet meetings and
Fuck yes.
yeah,
All right.
little raccoon.
That's cute.
Also, Coolidge had a pygmy hippo in the White House.
Or on the backyard or in the White House?
It's a pygmy, so it's like a size of a dog, or it's like a mini hippo.
Little hippo. It probably shouldn't live in the White House, but
No.
that's really cute.
But that thing was shitting up and down the halls.
Yeah, like how funny when you take the sacred walk through.
When you're president, you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's what I'm learning.
Next time I go there, I
That's
want
your
to
house.
ask. That's gonna be my question. Where did the pygmy hippo poop?
Where was the cage for the pygmy hippo?
Yeah,
Where was the room? Where was the bed that the pygmy hippo
I want to
stayed?
sit there.
Yeah.
I want to bring a psychic medium to speak with the pygmy hippo.
Oh, pygmy hippo. No presents.
And I'll be like, I fucking hated it in
Yeah,
the White House.
yeah. Stolen from an Africa land.
God damn it, we did it again.
Okay, so that was Coolidge. Now, John Adams
Tell me.
had a pet alligator
Wild.
in the White House
Wild.
that he kept in the bathtub.
Some Florida shit.
Yep.
I love it.
It is some Florida shit.
It's really weird.
I wonder if he was from Florida. Don't think so.
Probably not. I don't think we've had a president from Florida.
As it should be. Let's keep it that way, shall we? But I just thought that was pretty
That's
crazy.
really interesting. It's
I'm
weird.
imagining like the White House and the lawn and it's like such a sacred building, and it's just a
Yeah.
fucking hippo shitting right in the middle of it.
But I'm thinking back then, it must be to like you were like super opulent if you had a really exotic animal.
Yes, the flamingos and the monkeys. Like if you had that shit back in the day.
Yeah. Well, think like if you have like the Queen of England visiting, and you're like, look, we have an alligator, a pygmy hippo, a squirrel that can do clerical work. You know what I mean? It's amazing. So American. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone's overworked and underpaid.
I think they gave those as like gifts too. Like when they travel to other countries, they're like, "Here's a pygmy hippo for you."
Yeah, it's
And they'd be like,
interesting.
All right, I guess I'll take this back to the White House.
So weird, disrupting the ecosystem and everything, but
Yeah, fuck it.
pretty hilarious.
We've destroyed the ecosystem. They're done.
It's really funny to me.
So to wrap things up. Oh, no, I forgot. There's more about animals.
Tell me.
So some animals,
Yeah.
I learned this from a little tidbit on Rogan.
Okay.
Animals, some in nature have a communal toilet.
You're shitting me.
I'm not shitting you. They will poop in like a big pile or poop in a corner instead of just shitting at random, like as they're walking along to let one slide out. So can you guess maybe?
Different species of animals
Yeah.
come together and they poop in the same pile. Okay.
They have a communal shitting spot
You want me to guess?
like a human. Yeah.
What types of animals would do this?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to first start with like the safari animals because they already drink water together. So how cool would it be
That's a good connection.
if like all of the, zebras and the giraffes and the flamingos and whatever, do they poop together
Okay.
in a pile?
There is something called the nilgali, which is like an antelope, which shits in a pile,
Okay, that's
which is
really
like an
cool.
African antelope.
Does another animal also shit in the antelope pile, or is that just
It's
the antelope?
no, just antelope pile.
Okay. I understand.
No,
what you're
it's not
saying
like
now.
it's not like in Lion King where they
Yeah,
like at the
that's
end
what
where
I
it's
thought.
everybody come shit in the pile.
That's what I thought.
No. They have their specific piles between.
I was like, damn, that's like the Greeks, like making the aqueducts and all that shit. It's fucking
Damn, these
incredible.
animals are sophisticated.
We copy everything they do. Okay, so I get it now. Okay,
Okay, so we got an antelope.
antelope.
Are you ready?
I bet.
Rhinos.
Oh,
Okay, you guess. Go ahead.
bunny rabbits and hamsters.
No, but so you're close. The hamsters shit all over the place. You seen a hamster cage? There's
But I know I've seen something recently that I was bunny rabbits. You can train to go in its little thing. Anyway, go
the
tell
rabbit is not on the list.
me. Okay.
I guess these are wild. Like they do it in nature.
Okay. What about a type of monkey?
No, monkeys.
They're free
throw. They
pooping.
throw their feces.
Dang. Okay.
Think big
Bigger
shits. Think very large shits.
You're not gonna tell me elephants do.
Bingo.
Really?
Elephants shit in piles. Rhinos, horses will shit in a
Wow.
community pile. Raccoons and some deer. Like a specific type of deer will shit in a pile.
It makes sense when I think about those animals, like specifically, but that is like the most interesting thing I've heard in a while.
So there you have it. Thank you, Joe Rogan, for
Yeah.
teaching us about some poop facts.
I love it.
They're our favorite kind of facts.
Yeah.
So to wrap it up, I have a really weird story for you that I heard that I have never even like heard a whisper of. And I love weird stories, especially of rock and roll bands from the 60s and 70s.
Of course.
Because that's my shit.
Fuck yeah.
So this one really, I had to make sure it was real because I just couldn't believe it.
What is it?
So it's about the Rolling Stones. It's about the bass player for the Stones. Okay?
Okay.
So this guy, his name is Bill Wyman, and way back in the 60s, he started dating this girl. Her name was Mandy Smith, and she was only 13 years old, and he was 47.
Ew.
Ugh!
Like, whoa.
Creep. They dated for a couple years. When she was 16, they announced that they were together. And then they married. After a couple of years, they divorced. She won a settlement, yada yada. But to make things even weirder, okay, this is where if that wasn't weird enough,
What are you going to tell me?
Wyman's 30-year-old son from his first marriage married her mother.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I am not kidding you.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
That's like disgustingly, disturbingly weird.
That is the weirdest Rolling Stones story that I've fucking ever heard.
Yeah, nobody talks about that.
Banging a 13-year-old girl when he was 47. So at that point, the Stones had been a band for a long time. It's not like they were, you know what I mean? He was 47.
That is like really fucked.
It's pretty fucking gross. And we were just talking about how some people get away with things and some people don't. Bill Wyman.
Nobody talks about that.
No, they're like, different time.
Exactly.
Different times.
Normalizing the creepiest behavior because it was like 40 years ago. But it's like, I don't know, man. That's like really gross.
Pretty gross.
I wonder.
So I just wanted to leave you guys with that. And then this is a little ditty. It's a song that the Rolling Stones made for Rice Krispie treats before they were famous. So here's a little jingle from the Rolling Stones.
Okay.
We'll see you guys next week when we have Chris Kinback on the show. Love you guys. Peace.
Peace.
Play. Come on.